everyone. It is Monday morning. Some days, especially recently, I'm having to remind myself what day it is just because you'd never remember. I think we're at the point where at least for me, days are starting to run into each other. Like, I know today's Monday. How do I know this? Because yesterday was Sunday. How do I know this? Well, because yesterday was my big live stream day, where typically I'm live streaming all day, but um, I didn't. But you kind of in your head know what day of the week it is. Um, the past couple weeks, I have tried to get on some sort of schedule. Whether that means that I am um like writing it down, whether I try to keep a schedule in my head, um my I've tried to get some sort of like myself on some sort of schedule just because I want that to be able to be something that I can do. I can try to organize my day a little bit. And so you've probably seen me reference it in some live videos. I have this planner. And the reason that I like this particular planner is mainly for the full month calendar because the squares are big. I can make any kind of notations um, that I want. But it's the day-to-day um, parts that are now kind of sort of getting me a little bit more like interested that way. It's broken down starting from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And you can pencil in what your day is going to look like. And for me, knowing what comes next, knowing um knowing what I'm supposed to like having a written detail of what I want to accomplish that day helps me. It may not help you. You may be able to go, hey, great, I want to get this, and this done, and go through the list in your head and go, yep, I did this, yep, I did that. Hey, I've done this, and look, I'm accomplished for the day. I can't do that. I don't possess that type of brain. Being able to write it down and look at it helps me. So this is what my Monday is kind of looking like. 9:15 to 9:20 to 10:15 to 10:20, depending on when I get started, live stream. That's penciled in. Then I know from whenever I'm done with the live stream to 11, I will be doing some sort of cleaning or picking up things, whatnot, in one room. That's roughly 40 minutes. Um, and then from 11 to 11:30, Sam is on lunch. And so Sam and I typically um, chat over his lunch. And so 100% made sure to pencil that in so that I know that nothing is going on during that time frame. Then from 11:30 to about 1:30, I will clean, I will eat some lunch. That's a 2-hour time frame to accomplish those things. Welcome in, Lady Jamers, Christine Hickman. I'll read your guys' comments here in a second. On Mondays at 2 o'clock, I'm going to sit down and do a weekly menu planning for the week. Sam and I have a problem, and I'm sure you hear this in your own households or from yourself. What do you want to eat today? I don't know. What do you want? Well, I don't know. Excuse me. Well, I don't know. What do you want? Well, I don't know. And it takes forever. It reminds me of the episode of How I Met Your Mother where Marshall is looking for this perfect burger. And they're running all over New York. And Robin is so hungry because she just did like this juice cleanse. And that always reminds me of it because no one can decide what they want to eat. So Sam and I have that problem. And so I set if I sit down and go on here is 7 weeks worth or 7 days worth of meals. pick 7 different things for dinner. Because I know for breakfast, it's gonna be kinda whatever I wanna grab and go, whether it's making some toast, whether it's toasting a bagel, whether it's, having a leftover of some sort. I know that breakfast and lunch, I will be on my own. It's only dinner I really have to worry about because Sam is home by then. I wanna have 7 meals kind of earmarked for that particular week. So on Mondays, I will do weekly menu planning. And then every day, if unless it's something that's going to take a little bit longer to cook, I can typically get dinner done between an hour to an hour and a half. So at 3 p.m., I will start on dinner. If it's something that requires like to be baked, I think I will go ahead and start preheating my oven earlier. We do have an older stove, and so it can take a little while for the oven to kind of preheat to the temperature that I need it to be. And then one of the things that Sam and I kind of had a discussion about, and it wasn't like he was upset about it, but he was like, when I get home, when he messaged me at lunch, sometimes I'm on a stream. When he comes home, I'm on a stream. He's like, sometimes you know, I think that, not that I'm on a stream too much, but he's like, hey, I've been at work all day, pay attention to me over here. And so I have declared personally from 4 to 6 p.m. is family time. And that may mean that some channels go, well, Lena, if you can't be in at this time, we're not going to have you mod for us anymore. And that's fine. I understand. The point of a moderator is to be there. Um, but um, Sam deserves some of my time too, and I think I have been neglecting him on that the past couple of months. Typically by about 6 o'clock, Sam is ready to start, winding down, doing something, by himself to wind down for the evening, and then he goes to bed roughly about 7 because he does get up super early for work. So I think this schedule is going to work for me. And now I'm going to go back to the chats. Lady Dreamer says, I am finding myself being able to watch all of my DVR lists. That Tiger King show is weird. Good morning. I have heard that um, has been a very interesting show. Christine Hickman, hello. Lady Dreamers says hello to Christine and says, following a set schedule can be hard. As the days go by, I find myself being more lazy and even more lazy. And some people are definitely that way. Some people, weather shifts and Peaches is going nuts. Um, some people do have a hard time following a set schedule. I have found that for myself, not having a schedule of what needs to be done or what I want to get accomplished is more detrimental to me than having a set schedule. And that's why it's different for everyone else. And I have the ticker at the bottom that's going by that says, what will be your schedule this week? Maybe your schedule is to not have a schedule. Maybe your schedule is saying that, hey, I have this list and it says that I need to pick up my craft room, I need to run the dishes, I need to um, do the laundry, wash it, dry it, fold it, iron it, put it away, whatever it is for you. And it's a checklist and this is my things to accomplish this week. And that's all I have to do. And that's fantastic. Kudos to you. I wish I could be that mentally organized, but I'm not. I am I if this was like the 60s, I would be the hippie that just wants to sit and, paint all day. Um excuse me. So, um it's just one of those things where, oh good, notification. I've been live for 10 minutes and notification just went out. Cool. I'm always worried recently that notifications are not going out. Make sure things are. Yeah. Um, so I'm glad that email popped up. So my day tomorrow is going to be very, very, very different because tomorrow is when the technician is supposed to come in, and I called today to verify because Kansas, as of midnight, did go on a stay-at-home order, and but when I called, they said that telecommunications is an essential business. They said that they will come wear like a face mask and gloves and things coming into the home, and I said that's appreciated, thank you. Um, but as we all know, with setting appointments for technicians, you have a time frame between 8 a. My time frame is 8 a.m. to noon. They did say that he will have to be leaving from Abilene, and so it probably wouldn't be here he wouldn't be here by 8, but I want to make sure that just in case that he does get, like, an earlier start than they anticipate. Excuse me. Peaches kept me up half the night, I'm so tired. Um, I wanna be make sure that I'm up and ready to greet the day, early tomorrow, so that if he pulls up here at 8:30, he's ready to go, and, he can take care of everything that he wants to take care of while he's here. And then I have it blocked off from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. It shouldn't take very long to get it set up, but it's technology, we all know that. So I really haven't planned much of anything for tomorrow because I know that there won't be a whole lot I can do while he is here. Pretty much, I have this open block from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock, so a two hour block of open space before I start working on dinner. And I might take that opportunity to jump onto Pinterest and look up some ideas for meals. Um, Maybe find some craft ideas, maybe find some YouTube tag questions and do a couple videos and get those uploaded and ready. I like to have a couple of tag videos like recorded and scheduled just in case something comes up and maybe I'm not feeling well. And this is something that I did back in October and November. And if you've been around the channel long enough, you may remember that several days there were tag questions in a row, especially right after everything happened with the chamber. And I really just wasn't in a great headspace. It was life-saving to be able to just go into YouTube Studio and schedule those posts to go up for, a few days. I try not to have them too many days in a row because people do get tired of them. But also, as my channel grows, it's nice to have these tags because then people are able to get to know me better. And one of the things that I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go back through um, all of my videos and create a playlist of tag questions videos. That way, if there's someone new to the channel and they kind of want to get to know me a little bit better, they can watch those tag videos because when you do them, if you've done them before, you do answer questions, and you get to know people. So I think I'm gonna make I in my notebook there's a side for notes. And so I think this will also have like my ideas for the week for menu planning, but I think I'm going to make a note here to make that playlist so I don't forget. Okay. Lady Dreamer says today on her schedule today is cookies using the same sugar cookie recipe and splitting half with sugar cookie toppings, and the other half with cinnamon sugar, and hence making snickerdoodles. It was a favorite before Tiz and Matt got their hands on it. Snickerdoodles. So, um, I asked Sam, like, one of my friends, they plan what's called family hold on, I have to think. It's they attend the LDS church, and so it's FHE, family home evenings is I think what they're called. And literally what it is for them is they have, and she goes above and beyond because she's amazing. It's similar to like a Disney movie night where she'll try to plan like a meal that has a theme with it, and then they'll either watch a movie or play a game, and then because it's supposed to be faith-based, they also will do like a scripture reading together as a family. Um, but I like the concept of making sure that what making sure that you have that time as a family. Um, so that and like I said, Sam had been pretty much kind of saying, "Hey, I'm lonely when I get home. Come play with me." So I gave Sam the option if he wanted to watch a movie or if he wanted to play a video game. And he said, let's play Mario Kart. So we have a Wii U. So we're going to play Mario Kart tonight. And for dinner, I'm going to make taco burgers. And when I looked up a recipe, because it's one, excuse me, it's Taco Tuesday. Now, if you live in a bigger town than we do, if you didn't know this, Taco Bell is giving away free tacos today. So just FYI, if you live in a town that has tacos or a Taco Bell, make sure to go get your free taco. But we don't. Our closest Taco Bell is a half an hour drive away, and I don't want to drive a half an hour for a taco. On top of that, when we picked up barbecue on Saturday to take over to my parents, we excuse me. It came with 8 buns for like sandwiches, and they were super soft and really good. My parents don't eat a whole lot of bread, so they sent them all home with us. And I want to use them up before they go bad. So I'm like, instead of doing just a regular hamburger, I would do a taco burger. And so some of the recipes call for including crushed up corn chips or tortilla chips into the burger, and I think I'm going to skip that part. I'm simply going to take taco season. It says to use a packet of taco seasoning, so I will use the taco seasoning and some minced onion, and we have some fresh jalapenos and things like that, that I can use. Sorry. I've got all the, and we've got shredded cheese and we've got block cheese, and I think we have some salsa left if Sam didn't eat it all. So we can have a good taco burger, and we've got leftover like coleslaw and macro. I know that sounds weird to go with um a taco burger, but I want to use up the sides that came with the barbecue on Saturday so that they don't go bad. So that's gonna be dinner tonight. And I'm probably gonna do something. I think there's one, two, three, four. I think there's 4 buns left. So probably tonight and tomorrow we will have some sort of hamburger. Whether like tonight it'll probably be a taco burger. This isn't Taco Tuesday. This is Monday. My brain, guys. I'm telling you, this is why I can't. I don't know why I was thinking today was Taco Tuesday, but Sam really said that the taco burger sounded good. So I'll do taco burgers today, and then tomorrow I will do something else. I might do meatloaf burgers. When we were out in Station and Watch, sorry, my nose seems to itch every time I'm live streaming. It's crazy. Um, when we were out in Washington, I called my dad to get his meatloaf recipe, and Dad dad was giving me the recipe, and at the end he goes, "Oh, and it takes 3 bottles of ketchup." And I was like, "Well, that's weird, but okay." So, oh, too funny. So I make the I we were at the Sam and I went to the grocery store, and I'm putting in like 4 or 5 bottles of ketchup, and Sam's looking at me like, "We don't eat that much ketchup." I go, "No, I need it for a recipe." And he's like, "Okay, whatever." So I go to make this meatloaf, and as you guys already know, it didn't want to cook. It was too wet. So I finally threw it in the skillet and made it into like a sloppy Joe mix. Sam came in and goes, "Here, let me help you kind of fix it." We just dumped in some like barbecue sauce and some brown sugar, and it kind of made it into like a meatloaf sloppy Joe, which was fine. It was just annoying. And so I told Sam I was never going to do meatloaf again. And so when we moved back to Kansas after Sam was out of the mom came out when Sam was doing chemo, and mom asked Sam what he wanted. He goes, "I want a meatloaf because Lena cannot figure out meatloaf." And mom just kind of laughed. And I'm watching her make this, and I don't even know why. And now I think about it, I don't know why then I didn't. Probably because my brain was just a big pile of mush. Um, why mom wasn't using 3 bottles of ketchup. So I started mixing it differently and making it into patties. Now, why I didn't go, well, if I just this is working and cooking this way, why don't I just make it in 12? I don't know. My brain doesn't work like everyone else's. I swear my brain is like only half there sometimes. So I made meatloaf burgers, and Sam really liked them. So I think tomorrow I'm going to pull together meatloaf burgers again. So that will take care of maybe 2/3 of the package of hamburger that's in the refrigerator. I don't want to make the burgers too big, and I don't want to make them too small. So I'm gonna kind of have to look at the pound. Sam picked up all the meat and stuff when we were grocery shopping, so I have to look to see exactly how much is there. But I know that Monday and Tuesday are going to be some sort of burgers, and then I don't know what Wednesday's going to be quite yet. But we've got plenty of stuff between to make. I just kind of have to figure it out. And that's why I need to sit down and do menu planning later this afternoon. For the rest of the week, I'm checking to make sure that I always double check both my calendar and my planner and the calendar on my phone to make sure that I've got everything penciled in, like if there's an appointment or something, so I don't miss it. But, right now with everybody being kind of pretty much on lockdown status, everything that I would have been doing, I'm not doing anymore. So it's it's gonna be pretty much live streams and cleaning and craftings. I need to my goal for today, and I guess since today I'm gonna try to do a live stream every day and kind of talk about what my plan is for the day. If nothing else, it helps keep me on track, and I hope it doesn't bore you too severely. Um, my because I need my craft space a little bit more organized. One, it needs to be organized so I know where things are. Two, this is the room that my internet is going in, and so I need to make sure that where I want the internet box is all set up and run. It's through the cable company, so I need to make sure and get the cable cord run um back because I had it unplugged because they said, well, it's not working, just go ahead and unplug it. And I would keep trying to plug it back in and stuff, and I'm like, forget it, they can deal with it. So I had it all kind of rolled back up because I just kept tripping over the cord. Um, I will put that back into the modem so that they can check it and everything tomorrow, and hopefully it won't take long. But I want if you saw my um if you heard me mention it yesterday, the things that happen on live streams. Um, I picked up a whole bunch of fabric and some patterns and things on Saturday to be ready to be at home. Well, I need to be able to rearrange my desk space so that I can use my sewing machine. So, like, right now, and I'm not gonna show it to you because it's an absolute disaster. My desk is kind of from, let's see, this you can't even see it. Okay, so like you see like right here. So from the edge of my computer to the edge of the desk is maybe 12 inches, and it's got my phone set up on my Joby. It's got my Lysol. It's got my planner sitting on top of the hot glue gun. On this side, I've got the dragon that belonged to Howard that I need to fix because one of the wings fell off again. I have embroidery floss, I have makeup, I have glue sticks, I have the cruise albums that I was gonna do when we were going on the cruise. I've got the items to go into a box for crops of love. I That's just right here. And right here is kind of where I'm gonna need, and this, at least this side space over here is where I'm gonna need my sewing machine to live. So I need to clean that up, and I need to clean up on this side, which is where like my Cricut and my some more of my scrapbooking stuff is, but I've just got things kind of thrown around. So I'm gonna use the opportunity. I've got my wipes, I've got my disinfectant. I'm gonna wipe everything down, and I'm gonna try to find everything a home, and that will make me feel good and make me feel accomplished, like I know that I should be feeling. And in our mix in that, I know that my daily schedule is subject to change. Like Mama Mouse may say, "Hey, do you want to jump on and craft?" Depending on what time it is or what my schedule looks like, or even if depending on what I've gotten accomplished that day, and I say, hey, yeah, I can totally do that, or hey, give me a half an hour, I need to finish up something. So I'm super happy with the way that I have my schedule set. Even if it doesn't work for anyone else, I know it's going to work for me. There are 3 people in the chat. There were 6, so I apologize to the 3 people that I bored. And I don't know if anyone if you have seen my video for today. Please share that out on your social media. Um, it's more of a public service announcement. What it is, it's reminding you that April Fools is not a joke time to post a pregnancy announcement. Please remember your friends, family, coworkers who are struggling with miscarriages, infant deaths, and infertility. If But I will tell you that those same ladies will be the first people to want to throw you a baby shower, who want to hug you and squeeze you and congratulate you. But don't toy with their emotions, because unless you have been there, you don't understand what pain it is. And so that, if you saw my Instagram story today, it's got 4 different photos that you can save as a screenshot and share on your Facebook. Share out the video. Let's make this year the year that there's no fake pregnancy announcements on social media. And actually, the name of the video is "A Plea from a Mother Who Cannot Hold Her Babies." And it is actually my number 1 video so far. My typical views of a video are between 13 to 23, and this one has had 27. So even if it only reaches 27 people, I'm happy with that reach. Let's see what else is going on in the world. Well, guys, we have been live for about a half an hour. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here and get started on my schedule, even though I have an hour kind of tagged in for live stream, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it, get started on the work that I'm doing, and maybe, this afternoon, if I get things, kind of where I want to be, I might jump on and go live again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are watching on the replay, I hope you enjoy it. Huge thanks to Dean with the Life Place and Dreamers Empire. If you have a dream, share it with us at Dreamers Empire. Dean hosts over 80 family-friendly channels on thelifeplace.com. If you're looking for other family-friendly content, make sure and check him out. Thanks, guys, and have a great rest of your Monday.